Land Academy, old and new. You know, the anatomy of a deal has never changed. Acquisitions, engineering, and sales. What does change are the tools that you use to complete the deal. They forever improve, especially with the way the internet is. And it's your job to stay ahead of this trend. Let's take a look. You know, real estate deals are so simple to complete. What's great about it is that they're the same thing over and over again. The only thing that changes is the APN, especially land. The content that you share with the seller is different. It's still 10 or 15 pictures or so. It's all, let's take a look. It's truly easier than everyone thinks. Like I said, the anatomy of the deal is the same. The tools to complete the deals will forever improve, and it's our job. It's your job to stay ahead of this trend. It's my job to provide the tools to make this easy. I mean, that's why you pay us. That's why you're part of this group. So let's take a look at Land Academy old, when we started, three years ago or so. And then we listened to our members and created the tools, and we're still creating tools to make your life easier. Acquisitions, engineering, and sales. And sometimes engineering, you could say engineering, you could say improvements. Some people make improvements to property and justify an equity increase that way. You're here for a reason. You already know that's not how we roll. We purchase the property cheap and create equity that way. Land Academy old. When we started Land Academy, there was no RealQuest, Title Pro, or Data Tree resource. You were on your own to go find data. And in fact, the vast majority of how I started, and I think a lot of people started, was going to the county assessor and getting their database, which is a data nightmare, by the way. In the beginning, that's what it was. That's what we taught. Land Academy old again. For engineering, we gave you a subscription to earthpoint.us and asked you to go find the real estate on your own. Truly, a bottleneck. It precluded a lot of people in our group, and sometimes me. Sometimes I couldn't even find the land. Precluded a lot of people from getting deals done. Sales, we asked you to go out on the internet and post it everywhere. LandWatch, Land and Farm, Craigslist. There were no ways to really collect payments. You're just kind of on your own. Like I said, we were teaching this methodology, not really showing you how to do it old. Let's take a look at new now. For acquisitions, we are licensed providers for RealQuest Pro, Title Pro, and eventually we're also licensed providers for Data Tree, which will be released with the next program, House Academy, or that's the plan anyway. In Chapter 4, we talked about how to use RealQuest Pro in great detail. I heavily urge you to go to the website, to CoreLogic's website, or to YouTube, and use them as a resource to learn how to use that product. I've said this many, many times on the podcast, and I'll say it again right here. We are experts, maybe the best in the business, maybe the best at locating undervalued land and purchasing it and reselling it. We are not to teach how to use RealQuest. I know how to use it for me. You may use it differently. So rather than explain it in an incredible amount of detail and do a lot of instructional videos on how to use RealQuest, well, let them, they're the experts. Go over there and check that out and see how to use it. Same thing with Title Pro. Title Pro does not get its due. It is an unbelievable resource that we don't talk about enough. We use it every single day. It is like RealQuest Pro, but it's got lien reports. It's the exact software that title agents use to make sure the deal's okay. Offers to owners. By the way, if you go to any of our websites and any of these tools and go to the bottom, you'll see all the resources that we've created in websites. We are constantly adding new resources so that by the time that you watch this, these instructional videos here in Land Academy 2.0, chances are there will have been many more added. So these are the ones that are available now or in the works. Be sure you check Land Academy, the footer, or any of the other websites to get a detailed list of the resources that are available. It's all included. A large hurdle for many members has been completing a mail merge and getting offers in the mail. That's the nucleus of what we do. So we created Offers to Owners, which comes with free consulting and free help to make sure that you get past that hurdle. And we've done it at a price that's cheaper than I think than anybody else in the industry. And we constantly manage that. We constantly look to make sure that these resources are very, very affordable. Deed Perfect, it allows you to create recorder-ready deeds in just minutes, property ownership transfer documents. CountyWise is a free resource that I put together. I really put it together because I was tired of answering questions. I just put it all in one place so you can go there and look up what you need to look up. County maps, county links, county information, census tract data for pricing, population density map to locate rural vacant land, and back tax information and whatnot. Pat Live is a phone answering service so that you don't have to actually answer your phone, and it weeds out some of the hate. Rather than start a company, we started down the path with a company called JillLive.com. We were going to actually start a call center, and we found out later it's just easier to offer a discount there. DataTree is a fantastic data resource. It's First American Titles company, and it will be released with House Academy. We're licensed providers of all three. We're the only licensed providers that I know of. InfoReports is an unbelievable resource. This is all Land Academy new. InfoReports is life-changing. For us, it is. It allows you, when you bring a property in and you're thinking about buying it, it's an acquisition candidate for you. It allows you to order a report, and you find out where all the utilities are, everything about the property, and namely, is it buildable? Because you're going to sell it to a developer or a home builder, and it will answer all the questions for that developer or builder, and all in one tight, concise place. There's nothing like it that I know of anywhere. And it's truly changed how we buy and sell real estate dramatically for the better. TitleMine is outsourcing transaction coordination. You're paying somebody, us, to close your deal on both sides, to actually purchase it and sell it and do all the related paperwork from start to finish. Game changer. I mean, we're doing it anyway. We buy and sell real estate anyway. Might as well do it for you and charge a little bit. And like I said, see the footer in Land Academy for all the stuff that's new. This is acquisitions. Engineering, ParcelFact. You can find any property just based on the state, the county, and the APN. Before ParcelFact, it was incredibly difficult to find property. I've gotten a tremendous amount of positive feedback. What's beautiful about it and how you should use it is while you're on the phone, you can look at it right on the computer and see if you want to buy the property with the person who's selling it. Yes, I've looked at it and I do want to proceed. I need to check a few more things out, but it looks great. Or no way, it's it's a huge time saver. InfoReports.com we just talked about, and Title Pro allows you to do a tremendous amount of due diligence on your own to make sure you want to buy the property and helps you sell it. And TitleMine we are also covered. Sales, we started a company called Landpin.com where you can post your property. What Landpin is really good for is helping you stay organized. So Landpin was never meant for you to sell property on there, right? You want to, if for rural vacant land, you want to sell a property, just like Jill talked about in the previous chapter, you want to sell it on your own website so you can collect payments. What it's meant to do is get yourself organized, collect all the information about the property, get your pictures and your maps and things like that straightened out, and then post it all over the internet. Drive traffic back to your website so they click and purchase it. If it's for info lots, if that's how you're going down that path and you're not really, you don't have a handful of developers that you just sell to, you can collect the down payments, just like Jill talked about in the last chapter about, using Landio.com as an example. InfoReports and TitleMine for acquisitions, engineering, and sales. They come up. They're super, super important, and they're massive time savers. Once again, when you look back on it, when we just started, we had none of these tools. It was just, hey, this is what's possible. Send a bunch of letters out, just like we did. Buy some property and resell it and make money. So the new Land Academy truly is allowing many of our members to make, 6 and 7 digits a month creating equity. If all these resources are still kind of jumbled around in your head and you're not exactly sure where they all fit in, always go back to Equity Planner and take a look at those 19 or 20 steps in a deal, and you'll see where these resources fit in. I have them listed there. Also, go to landacademy.com. We're constantly adding to this knowledge base down here. This little buoy on the bottom right, check that out. Type in whatever your question may be. There's videos and all kinds of stuff in here. And we're constantly developing it. And finally, go to support at landacademy.com. I have, at this time, 2 full-time people helping members with whatever they need. Thanks.